I want to talk about dropshipping today, and a lot of people are into it. A lot of people are thinking about it. A lot of people want to try it but don't know how to do it and what dropshipping is. Dropshipping is a concept which is very popular these days. It's been popular like in the past decade. It has really gone sky high. What happens is you get an order on your website, and then you order the product, whatever the product the person has purchased, and then you buy it after the order has been placed. So you do not have any stock, you do not have any warehouse. The only thing that you're doing is, for example, let's say somebody has ordered a DVD player from me. Nobody watches DVDs nowadays, do they? YouTube, hello. So somebody buys a tech product from you, you order it then, because that's when you get the money. So they buy it for $100, for example, and you have a profit margin of, let's say, 20-30% on top of that, and you get it for about $70 from China. You put your $30 profit on top, and then you order it and you ship it to the customer. Most of the times, a lot of drop shipping products are shipped free from China. But there's one minus. Because the product is not at your place, you have not checked it. You just have to go for the face value of the reviews that the product owners or the company in China has. And most of the times when you're ordering from China, those are the middlemen. So that means that person himself or herself is also buying from another company to sell it to you. So you're not actually getting it directly from the company, unless you are actually getting from the company. So one thing when it comes to tech products, drop shipping, is the biggest minus is if something goes wrong, then the customer is going to be mad at you. You're going to get a bad review. So if you have a shop, a physical shop, that's another thing. And you have a person who is a tech who can also fix the products. That's amazing. That's how you can actually work around that. But if you're running an online store and the only thing you're doing is you're just getting the money, buying the product, sending it further, you do not have any way of fixing the product. The only thing you can do is tell them that, okay, send it back to me and I'll send it to the techs and they can fix it and you can get a new one. It happened to me a couple of years ago. I used to drop ship DVD players for cars, like proper, very nice quality ones. It only happened once that one of the products did not function properly. So because I was earning very little profit on top of that, and it was my first experience, the customer said that it did not work. And since I was based in Norway, Norwegian laws are very strict. I had to give them a very good guarantee of almost a money-back guarantee. So what I said that okay, send it back to me, and it's on me. I can have it fixed and send you a new one. So it was a good thing that I had a good connection with the guy in China, because he sent me a new one and I sent him this faulty one, so they got that fixed. So sometimes you're not that lucky. Sometimes you are actually messed around with a lot by the Chinese guys sitting down there, and they're going to send you something which does not work from the beginning. So you're sending a faulty product and you're getting bad reviews, and you cannot do anything about that. So what I would suggest you is find a good company, not a middleman, because, okay, let me tell you, if you're not into that, here is the tip. Alibaba.com. If you've not heard about that, I don't know where you have been. Alibaba.com is the #1 marketplace to find the companies from which a lot of them are verified as well. So you can see their views and the kind of sales that have done, everything from tech to clothes to anything you can imagine. So you can get in touch with a company at Alibaba. Always ask them for a sample, and of course they're going to say give us your DHL number or FedEx account number. I had a bad experience with that. Once I ordered some gloves, and I only ordered like 2-3 gloves, and I gave them my DHL account number, and I had to pay $300 for that, because what happens is sometimes they get your DHL account and they put everything on you. For example, the DHL from China to drive from one place to their company to pick it up and drive back and everything. So what I do now is, this is a tip, I ask them, give me the proper shipping price. I'm not going to give you my account number. I want a proper rate. For example, if you're going to send me the gloves, are you going to take $20, $30 on top of that? That's great, because that's the one minus that I actually suffered from. That instead of paying him $30, I actually ended up paying like about $100 here in Norway as well for the shipping, because that's how much it cost me. So I would advise you, go to Alibaba.com, find a company that has the product that you're looking for, and once again, passion. You have to be passionate about that. Don't just start because somebody else is doing it. And find the good product. Find somebody who can at least give you a good quality, and somebody who has good reviews on Alibaba as well, because if the person or the company does not have any good reviews, it's not worth it. And secondly, ask them to send you a sample. Don't send them your account number in start if you have not dealt with them before, and do not go for the nicey kind of conversation that they put you in. They're going to start the conversation with dear, honey, and all that. That's just the way they talk. They're amazing people, but sometimes you can get conned. So don't just go for the first person that sends you an offer. Go through a couple of them, and don't go for a pallet or a container unless you have tried them before. And what are you going to be doing with a container anyway, full of products that you have not tested yet? So number one, find a good company from Alibaba.com, and number two, ask them to send you a sample. Number three, do not go for the first offer. And number four, be wise and choose a product that has a good profit margin. I would actually not go for tech products, because once again, if you do not have a tech team at the place that you're in, you cannot get them fixed. So go for something like clothing without any sizes. That's like towels or other things which does not have a size, because that's another tip coming from me that you probably have heard before. If you're not into this business, then you have not heard it. Clothing from China is a big minus unless you know what you're doing, because our brothers in China, their body size is not as large as a lot of other places. So this is the way it works actually. I ordered large coats once, and I got small ones. And then I was told, well, sir, you know that we are not that big. Okay, that was one of the responses I got. And I was like, oh no, I should have actually checked everything, but I did not. So this is something you have to think about. If you're going to get clothes from China or shoes, always add a couple of sizes more to it. So if you want large sizes for Europe, for example, then you have to order XXXL. Okay, and be 100% sure that you get a sample before you order. And then again, you never know. They could send you a sample and send you something else later on. So that was it for drop shipping. Just a couple of tips. Get into drop shipping, but be wise, because it can actually hurt as well if you put too much money into that. All right, see you later. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. You were listening to The Muslim Podcast with your host, Waqas Mead.